Hi guys, happy Wednesday. I'm Lex. I'm so glad you're here with us today. I'm going to introduce you to my Flemish Giant rabbit, Whisky. He is quite a character and life of the party here at the house, so I'm so excited for you guys to officially get to meet him. But before we get to Whisky, I'd like to officially introduce you to my exotics. They are a company on Etsy. I've talked about them before. They do the beautiful wooden signs that I have for my snake exhibits, but they also have this lovely tracker for your python. This tracker has all kinds of amazing information in it, from how to take care of your snake to all the different things that you're going to need for your snake, including the temperatures and the humidity that you need and different types of hideys. When you get to the back, you get to take care of your snake and keep track of what they need. You can keep track of their weight, which I need to buy a scale that is set in grams so that I can keep track of my snake's weights. But you can keep track of their shedding and what you feed them. It's really great. This is something that you could take to the vet and show your vet in order to make sure that they've got a full understanding of what your snake is going through and what they need. And I was able to fit 4 of my pythons in here. No, I'm sorry, 3. I was able to fit 3 of my pythons in here. And it's been really, really great to use and kind of keep track of my dates, especially because I'm very unorganized. It also lets me keep track of the live rats that I feed Vesuvius. I've given them little names to make it a little bit funnier because I've never had to feed live before. So yeah, definitely check out My Exotics on Etsy. They are a wonderful, wonderful group. They make wonderful quality products and are so friendly and wonderful to work with. They don't sponsor this video. They don't even know that I'm doing this, but I just thought that if you are a snake owner, definitely this is something that you're going to want to have in order to do your best snake keeping. This is Whisky, a Flemish Giant rabbit. He is also known as Whisky Mac, which is a Scottish cocktail made with Scottish whiskey, or Uisge-Beatha, which is his name in Gaelic. Uisge in Gaelic means water. Beatha in Gaelic means life. And when you put them together, it means water of life, which basically all Scottish think that whiskey is, of course. And Whisky is definitely water for my life. He has been the most wonderful addition to the herd and a huge joy. Recently, Whisky went to the vet. It was a stressful experience for him, and he had a couple of temper tantrums that he took out on his blanket. But it is super important to take your rabbit to the vet. Whisky was treated for ear mites, and he also received a shot for a deadly rabbit virus that is currently making its rounds around the globe. Whisky was treated for ear mites, and he also received a vaccine for RHDV. It's a form of hepatitis, and it's 100% lethal in rabbits once they contract it. It's currently been making its way around the globe and has recently been found in the United States, with a couple of cases near us, so we decided to go ahead and take care of that. Like all rabbits, Whisky is a huge fan of having a variety in his diet. It is important to feed your rabbit different fruits and vegetables that they can enjoy along with their hay-based pellets and their fresh hay. This is me trying to feed Whisky some watermelon. The thing about Whisky is he will do whatever he wants in his own time. He is truly the ringleader of the show here at Bindy's Herd. After filming this clip of unsuccessfully feeding him watermelon, I later took him pieces of watermelon into his bedroom, and he was completely okay with that and ate it all up. Whisky's hay-based pellet diet is oxbow. I have loved oxbow ever since I discovered it several years ago when I got a hamster. Whisky is a huge fan of it as well, and I like to add a little bit of forage to the diet in order to spice it up. Whisky has always been a wonderful eater, and most Flemish Giants are. They have huge appetites that go with their huge bodies. In fact, when Whisky was at the vet, he weighed in at 10.5 pounds. The biggest responsibility for taking care of a Flemish Giant is the daily cleanup. We keep Whisky in a dog crate that he sleeps in at night. Otherwise, he has either full run of the house or, when we're gone, full run of his bedroom. It is a daily task of cleaning up the pellets that Whisky leaves for me after a night in his kennel. Every single day, I am in the kennel, like you see here, sweeping up pellets and throwing them away. Every so often, I will take out the bottom of the kennel, take it outside, spray it off, wash it, and make sure that it is nice and sanitized so that he continues to have a clean bed. He also gets fleece added into the kennel to give him a soft, comfortable thing to lay on. However, Whisky, again, likes to have things his own way, and he's very temperamental about how the fleece is laid and where it goes in his kennel. He has no problems going into the kennel as soon as I've cleaned it and moving the fleece around to exactly how he likes it. What I love about Flemish Giants is that they have such personalities. Whisky really loves things the way that he wants them, and he has no problem telling you that. He is so full of spunk and so full of attitude and is just one of the greatest personalities that we have here in the herd. I think there's a misconception that rabbits are just quiet little things that are supposed to look cute and sit in a corner and don't really do much. That couldn't be further from the truth. Rabbits are full of personality and have different quirks that they love to express. Whisky in particular is just full of energy. He thinks that he's a cat some days, and he absolutely loves being friends with Captain Flint and the other cats in the house. He even gets along with my dog, Bindi. It's extremely important that your rabbit have regular time outside of his cage. Exercise is very important to the health, physically and mentally, of your rabbit. Rabbits need to be able to run around, stretch their legs, and get a lot of that energy out. Otherwise, they can suffer from boredom and other health issues. With that being said, there also needs to be time for downtime. Rabbits are so adorable when they decide to take their naps. Whisky especially has been one of the very few rabbits I've had that will really do what's called the flop. The flop is when a rabbit lays completely on their side and you can see their belly, as Whisky is showing you here. He is completely oblivious to what's going on around him, including Hiddleston, my chinchilla, playing in the background behind his crate. It is the most adorable thing in the world. Rabbits can be so much fun and they are just wonderful pets, but I definitely would say that they are a lot of work. They're definitely not a children's pet. They're definitely not a get it for Easter kind of pet. Rabbits are huge commitments as far as bills, cleaning up, and taking care of. If you decide to get a rabbit, make sure that you have the space and the time and the money available to take care of your pet completely. It is a wonderful joy to have a rabbit in your life, but they definitely come with a lot of responsibility. I didn't know just how much responsibility until I got Whisky. Having a Polish rabbit, like Makoa, for 4 years before I got Whisky was one thing. Makoa was only a couple of pounds, and he didn't need as much time from me as Whisky did. He was still a big responsibility, but Whisky added 10 plus pounds on top of all that. Also make sure that you have lots of wooden toys for your rabbit to chew on. Rabbits' teeth grow for their entire lives, and they need something to keep those teeth worn down. I hope that you've enjoyed this wonderful meeting of Whisky. He has been the most wonderful thing in my life, and I think I will always have a Flemish Giant.